This month's core challenge is the windshield wiper. This particular exercise works the diagonal line of the body. So it's a twist. You're working opposing sides. So you can go from shoulder to opposite hip, shoulder to opposite hip. Like I said, it's a twist. Okay? You're going to lie on your back. You start off with your knees bent. Your arms are going to reach out to the side like a T. You want to make sure that you are bracing your abdomen. So as you can see, I do a little pelvic tilt to brace the abs, bringing my ribs closer to my hips. From here, I also like to use a block. You don't necessarily have to use a block. I place the block between my thighs to help me keep squeezing through the center, through the midline of the body. Okay? Because the tendency is for the knees to separate and then the hips to be shifting. And when one hip is higher than the other, then the hip becomes unstable, and again, it puts undue strain onto your spine. So the block is always a good idea. You can use a ball, or you can take a towel or a yoga mat, roll it up, and squeeze it between the thighs. So the arms go out to the side like a T. I prefer to have my arms either the height of my shoulders or slightly below. You won't really know until you start doing the exercise. If you have to modify, modify. The goal is to keep the shoulder blades in contact with the ground at all times. Your hips will lift up off the ground. So I start off with my level 1. My legs are in tabletop. I am pulling my shoulder blades down so I can keep my ribs onto the ground. I'm going to lengthen the back of my neck so that I'm not creating any wrinkles in the neck, and I get to stretch the cervical spine. From here, I go into, again, my pelvic tilt. As you can see, I lift my hips just a little bit. Inhale, and I'm going to roll to you. My right shoulder, I'm rolling to the left. My right shoulder stays down. In order to keep the right shoulder down, bring the knees closer to you, and then come back center. You'll feel this particular move through the arms, the armpit, the back, the lats, through the midsection, through the abdomen, and the sides of the body, through the obliques. And we go again. And of course, because I'm using the block, I'm squeezing through my inner thighs, so I'm going to feel my inner thighs as well. I go to the other side, and you'll see this side has to stay down. So I pull my shoulders down, pull my knees toward me, and I'm rolling. As you can see, my hip lifts, but my shoulder stays down. And I come back center. Level 2, I bring my legs up, so I straighten out my legs. I'll flex my toes toward my nose and squeeze the ankle bones together because I have the block there. Pulling my shoulder blades down. Remember, if you lengthen the limb, it just makes it more challenging to the core. Okay? But you have to make sure that you observe good form in order to go to this level. Keeping the shoulders down, a slight pelvic tilt. As you can see, my bottom lifts just a little bit. I'm going to keep it like this so I can keep my hips level. I'm going to roll to you. Inhale, keeping my shoulders down on the ground. Exhale, come back center. You shouldn't hear any popping, snapping, or cracking in the spine or in the hip. And we go to the other side. Same thing in the shoulder. We go over. Shoulder has to stay down. Draw the legs to you. Exhale, come back center. Now, as I do this exercise, I know this sounds kind of odd, but I'm literally reaching my legs that way as I go over. Squeezing the block. I come back center. And last time. I recommend 4 to 5 sets, 15 to 20 reps on each side. And that's your core challenge for this month, the windshield wiper.